Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. I haven't done this in quite some time, but I decided while I was on vacation, not vacation, while I was working in Miami last week, I was like, man, I really kind of miss streaming. So yeah, we're going to just do a little stream and honestly see how it goes. I'm going to try to get some of the stuff here organized. So my apologies ahead of time if there's anything that's out of sorts. Regardless, there we go. Looks like we're relatively okay. I might have to fix a couple things. But welcome aboard. This is the iFly Max 737. Today we're going to be going from Baltimore to Buffalo. We're going to be Southwest Airlines 2414. So there's a couple different things. I wanted to check out the updated Baltimore scenery from LatinVFR. I really hope that they actually decided to fix some of the taxiway issues and you don't feel like you're going over rumble strips the entire time. So we're going to hop right into it and we're going to see how this is. I'm going to set things up as best I can here, as quick as I can. This is going to be a short little jaunt over to Buffalo from Baltimore. But good evening from a very cold New England. It is quite the winter we are having. Looks like we're getting all our snow and the last part of the season. Anyways, so we're in a cold and dark setup, and we, like I said, are in Baltimore. I really do hope, really hope that they fix some of the taxiway issues. I like this airport. You know, it's a big hub for Southwest, but at the same time, I tried not flying into here as much as I could, mostly because of the taxiway issues and some of the texturing. But regardless, we'll see what happens. Like that bus that's just randomly, I guess, just randomly pulling into a gate. But anyways, we'll get back into this. Let's jump back in the cockpit, turn this bad Larry on, and now my experience with the iFly, the Max, is very limited. I'm more so a PMDG guy, but this is a great aircraft. If you don't have it, you should get it. I know it's for 2020 currently right now. I don't know if it's 2024 compatible as of yet. I don't think many things are 2024 compatible. I have 2024 Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I will tell you that I have yet to touch it. It's just too buggy for me. I'm not a fan of it. I know it'll take time, just like this simulator took time to get used to. The other one's gonna take some time to get used to it as well. So anyways, let's see if I remember how to do any of this. Sim menu. This is where I think all the ground support is. Nose gear, okay, that's fine. I guess we'll connect the, come on, there we go. Connect the GPU just for right now. While we're at it, let's just get this powered up. I don't know if I'll do catering or not today. We'll listen passengers on though. Let's see. So that's all set. Okay. All right. So since that's good to go, we're gonna go to performance and payload. Let's actually get this fired up, get some power in here. Okay, battery. That looks good. We will connect the ground power. The sounds are really good in this aircraft, I will say. Alright, the IRSs will switch over to, if this wants to be finicky. That's one thing about the iFly and the PMDG, is that there's the click spots are a little bit different, so it's hard to get used to. I'll turn on some lights here, circuit breakers, panel lights, we'll turn those on. Okay, cool. Now we'll start top down. I won't do a full run through, but what I will do, let's try to do my best on remembering the procedures. This is not Southwest Airlines procedures, I will tell you that right now. So we'll wait on the fuel pumps for the APU. I don't know why I just clicked. See, that's what the little weird click spots that we get sometimes. Alright, battery auxiliary, that looks good, that looks good. That looks good. Alright, we'll come down here. Turn the logo lights on. That's all set right there. We will turn on the window heat. We will turn on the electricals. Packs will flip on for right now. Isolation valves will go to auto. And that looks like about it for there, minus the, where the heck is it? Oh, there we go. Seatbelt signs on auto. Emergency lights are armed. Alright, let's see. Okay, looks like we're powering up here. Get rid of this. I wish we could do this in real life, but lower that bad Larry down. Okay, FMC, position in it. We'll turn on some lights here in a second as well. Alright, Kilo, Bravo, Whiskey, and India. There we go. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit here. Oh, okay. Guess we're powered on. I might have it set for quick align. I think that's what I do. Alright, so we're going up to Buffalo. No idea what the flight plan is of yet. I'm waiting for that to generate. And like I said, Southwest 2414. There we go, 2414. Put that in there and we'll request that flight plan. And since we're down here, I'll turn the TCAS TARA and we'll zoom around here. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. The flight panel is on, a little brighter, floodlights going. And then we're also going to do the main panel lights, the background lights, and the AFDS floodlights. Same thing on this side. There we go. Okay, and then I think just for fun, we'll turn on, if I just remember where it's at. Where the heck? See, this is the thing about not flying every single day. You kind of forget where things are. Well, I was looking for the logo's on. Okay, that's good. I don't know what I keep hitting something. I don't know what it is. I'm trying not to touch anything. There we go. Oh, I don't remember where it's at. I'm looking for the dome light. If anyone sees it before me, point it out. But nah, I don't see the dome light. Well, I'll turn the that's the seatbelt sign on anyways. Get ready to go here. Alright, before we even forget, we're gonna jump back here. This is one of the things about iFly that I absolutely love. Let's see. Alright, boarding. We are in boarding into plane. Okay, sounds good. When we take off, I will show you these lightings. They are amazing. Alright, so let's reset that. FMC is ready to go. We'll activate that. Just kidding, we're going to load that first. And then we're going to activate it. And then activate. And execute. Alright, so our legs are there. Great. So what do we have today for our flight plan? Alright, we are going to be going off of 2.8. 2.8. We're going the Lindsay 1. I guess for the Jerez transition. Execute that. Now into Buffalo. I've flown into Buffalo multiple times, but I don't remember if there's there's no star on this approach. Pull up Navigraph real quick. So once we get this going here, turn that off. Okay, so let's go and find the airports that we need. Let's find there we go, got it. Approach, we're going on Nihilus, localizer 2-3. Yes, okay, so we're gonna do the GE transition. We'll execute that. Now we have to get the fuel loaded correctly. So we're back over to the tablets. Alright. Weight and balance will copy the FMC data. Looks good. Okay, flap config is going to be 5. AC is off. Anti-ice is off. We're going to go to weight balance. I think it's 128 on this flight for packs. Yep, I was correct. It's 128. So 128. Alright, cargo wise, this is probably inaccurate. 8,000 pounds. Might be right. We'll just kind of split it down the middle a little bit if that just wanted to stay. 4,000 and 4,000. Guess it's 3,999. I don't know what other is, but fuel, we are going to have 13,400. I want to just double check and make sure this is right. Total fuel on board, 13,407 is the block fuel. 13,400. We'll just go 400. Alright, so we'll set the payload. done. We'll set the fuel, that's done. Aircraft lifted up a little bit there. And now, we're going to go to, alright, well, let's go to the menu. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Complete. There we go, and then we're going to calculate our V-speeds real quick. Alright, so our ZFW today, let's see where that's at. Okay, we've got 129.8. I think if we hit this, oh, it's 132.5, sorry. Alright, our reserves today, or this evening, excuse me, are going to be, I can just find them, 2.2. Flight level today, we're cruising at 30, it says 35, but I don't know if that's accurate. It's telling me 29,000. So I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be 35 or 29. I guess we'll do that. See what the winds are up there. 277 at 102. Very windy in the northeast today. Oh, 102. 102. There we go. Okay, our outside air temperature is +1. +1. There we go. Boom. Boom. And execute. Transitional altitude is going to be 18,000. Flaps are going to be 5. Center of gravity 21.2. 5.3 on the trim. Now I just want to double check this. 5.35. 5.35, and the V-speed's 136, 137, 149, so 136, 137, and 149. Alright, that's all set. Looks like everything's loaded. I should have had the packs loaded at the same time. Let's just do it now. Let's do request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Thank you. What's our altimeter here? That's the other thing too, is the altimeter. Oh wait, it says it's 29.92, but that's the standard. So I'm wondering, let's find out what the actual altimeter is. Well, that was annoyingly loud. Okay, so let's find the altimeter. We're not attaching the truck.
Crew?
Nope, we're all already on board. Nobody. Nope, we'll see if that works. So, baud commands. I gotta make sure. Let's say KBWI. Oops. All right, it is 3.30.06. 3006. Okay. Got it. All right, since we're here, we're gonna flip this over because I like looking at the larger screen on this side. That's pretty loud.
Passengers boarding starting.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Turn down slightly. Alright, auto throttle, and the flight directors are going to be armed. I don't know the procedure for this, so I just do what I normally know. Go to 35.
Good evening.
Good evening. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now this is the procedure that I don't know exactly. I don't think you arm these on the ground, but I do anyways. Alright, looks like everything is good to go. There we go, that's all set.
Hello.
Okay, boom. And we're loaded. Alright, as we load here, we definitely get some feel for the iFly Max. It's a very, very good aircraft in all reality. Can be a little frame heavy sometimes, but... Now the other thing... we don't really turn that on since we don't have anyone else.
Welcome on board.
Yeah, see, I have... The weird thing about GSX is that I have it set up where you'll see the passengers in the cabin. It's definitely checked, but I'm still not seeing them. There was an update to GSX, so I don't know if something happened.
Hello?
There's people crouching down to get in. I mean, I have to crouch when I get on 7-3, but
Hello? Hello? This way.
all right. Since
May I see your boarding pass?
we're here, let's get the APU started. The APU sounds are great too.
May I see your boarding pass?
So we'll go left inner fuel pump. We'll go APU to on and then start, and we're gonna actually go outside and listen to it. Pretty good, but just got the APU going. GSX has come a long way, I will tell you that. A little finicky sometimes, but they have come a long, long way. Alright, let's just jump back in the cabin, cockpit now. Alright, APU is ready to go. Put that down.
Good evening.
APU bleed is on. We're about a little over
May I see
halfway
your boarding pass?
through boarding at the moment.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Now, the one thing about the iFly that I wish we could have, I don't know if there's a setting for it, if cabin lights can be set to auto, so you don't have to like mess around with them while you're flying.
Hello?
That would be nice. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but if it is, let me know.
Good evening.
All right. Everything looks good.
Good evening.
Oh, I moved the trim by accident. Oops. There we go. The 5.35 on the trim. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're gonna go down a little bit.
Hello?
That looks good. There we go. And just for the heck of it, we'll prepare for pushback and departure. After the boarding is all set, want to make sure
Good evening.
we know where we're going.
Hello?
So 2-8, huh? We're not going to do a return trip this evening. We're just going to do the one quick flight
May I see
over,
your boarding pass?
just because I have work in the morning. So if we had ATC, we'll actually be pushing back facing south. We will take taxiway out. We'll go to, we'll take Tango, uniform, pretty much Tango uniform all the way down to 2-8, and we'll hold short. It should be almost done. 83% on the baggage. The passengers are already loaded. We'll go ahead and close those doors. System page again. Oh, I think no, sorry. It's actually doors. Literally says doors. 4 left, we'll close that up. Nope, we will not do that. that. No icing today that I know of, at least. And I think they have their de-icing pads anyways. Alright. Looks like we gotta close the doors real quick because they didn't
Hello,
do it
Captain. We are ready
automatically.
for pushback.
Thank you so much. Wow, that is obnoxiously loud. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Let's close those. Let's close those. We're going to ground supports.
Departure checks completed.
We'll take
Bypass
the
pin inserted.
chocks off. We'll disconnect the GPU. And then we'll come up here. Let's get the remaining fuel pumps on. We will turn the packs off. Let's just quiet the cabin down a little bit. And there's no one in the cabin. Go figure. That's alright.
Locking gear.
Well, we are ready to go. Put the anti-collision on. There we go. iFly needs to fix this anti-collision beacon. Like the glare is coming from right here, and it's like downwards. It's very strange. Yeah, I hope they fix that. It's a little bit of an eyesore. Nothing terrible you can't like forget about. I have to get rid of the chocks actually. Let's do that. We'll go nose left tail
Release
right.
parking brakes, please.
And just double check we got the chocks off. We do have the chocks off. Alright, we will take the parking brake and turn it off.
Release parking brakes, please.
I'm
Commencing push.
reducing the parking brakes.
All
Relax.
engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so we have clearance to start engines, even though they asked us for de-icing. We'll start the right engine first. And what we're going to do is, while we're over here, we're waiting for the N1 to increase. It's increasing. And we'll listen to the engines as well. Alright, 18, we can introduce fuel. There we go. Oh, somebody put their blind down. Let's fix that. And there we go.
Please set parking brakes.
That was a quick push. Let's go back into here.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
We have a good start on engine 1. Going on to engine 2. We will monitor. Wait for the N1, or excuse me, N2 to rise. N2 is rising. Really quick, actually. There we go. More of a normal. Procedure 18.5. We will introduce fuel. So some of these one list. Oh, another person that decided to close their blind. The wing walker out there.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Looks like we have 2 good starts across the board. Generator 1 and 2 can come on. here. Probe heat can come on. Packs can come on. APU is coming off. APU is off. How's the APU bleed? Excuse me. Engine starts are set to continuous. What we'll do is we'll turn on the taxi light. And then what we're going to do is go back to the cabin. Slide on this way a little bit because it's a little finicky. Alright. Takeoff and landing. In both zones. Look at that. Lights just changed. And then I think for the white medium, that looks good. Probably should close the cockpit door. Didn't even think about that. Do that real quick. See ya. There we go. Oh, we're outside now. There we go. Alright, let's release the parking brakes. Taxi on out. Cabin looks great on the taxi. Back to the fronts. Let's drop our flaps down to 3. And I may have forgotten something. So we're gonna have to fix this. One second, we're gonna stop short right here. Keep going. Alright, gonna make a left here on Tango. Oh, no, actually we cut it. No, we did right. That's fine. Alright, looks good. We'll check our flight controls in a second here. So what I did was, I think I was flying around yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and I didn't change my controls back to the 737. So now it feels, or thinks it's flying in a 4-engine config. A little tight on that turn. That's right. Now we're transitioning onto uniform. A nice little slow taxi. We'll hold short of runway 28s. And then we'll fix our controls. Since I decided not to check those ahead of time. Now here's going to be a very good feeling for if they changed the taxiway issues here. There's a lot of bumps around this area, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's cold enough for de-icing. It's only +1. Someone would have to correct me on that. An actual real world pilot would have to let me know if that's correct or not. Alright, so let's see. Getting close to the runway 28 here. Slow down just a little bit. Alright. So we're going to hold short and then fix these controls. Okay. There we go. Alright. So we'll be holding short for a second. Probably a little too short, but that's okay. We'll put our parking brake on real fast, and then what we're gonna do, because I can't remember to actually change my controls. Boom. Yep. See, I knew that was. I had a feeling that was. Forgot to change that. There we go. Apply and save. Go back. Resume. All right. Looks like we are all set. Yep. Controls are fixed. Let's taxi on out to the active. Looks like we're going to be flying the SID. Before I forget, the little flight controls. Yeah, they could They could fix that animation as well. I think it's a little too jolty. Alright, landing lights can come on. Boom, boom, boom. Taxi lights can come off. We're gonna go strobes. Position steady. Wing lights are on. Okay, I'll line this up a little bit better. Alright, our auto brake, RTO is all set. And we're ready to go. So we'll get about 40%. There we go, 40% is up. And we're rolling and we will hit the toga. There we go. And we're off. Try to keep it on the center line here. No V-speed callouts, that's very strange. Alright, let's rotate then. So we got a positive climb. And out of Baltimore. I've flown off of 2.8 plenty of times. Oop, pitch is a little too high. Alright. Just flaps can come up now. There we go. Increase the speed a little bit. Tonight's flight time is roughly about an hour and 23 minutes. Not even though once we get airborne. Alright, 3,000. Adjusting pitch. I forgot to do something, but that's okay. Increasing to 235 on the speed bug. Alright, we'll turn on the autopilot now. Let her take over. Now the iFly is interesting too. I remember in P3D they had this kind of like a banking issue where they were just kind of like banking back and forth all the time. It was just too exaggerated. But for the most part, I think they fixed it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Alright, so we're climbing 6,000 up now. We're going to actually sit back here real quick while we cruise on up to our cruising altitude. Did I have it set for, I guess takeoff and landing is set, right? Yeah, it is set. Okay. Once we get to our cruising altitude, I'll switch over the lighting. I don't know what this is. Work? Huh. I guess it's something for the galley. They really did a great job on the texture work. Oh, that's a great shot. Leaving, cruising out of Baltimore. Now, there's been this kind of conversation about night lighting, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 versus 2024. Is it better? Is it worse? I think it's better than anything we've had in the past. I haven't flown in 24 lately. I know there was an update and it was being pushed. Let me double check. I think we might be passing 10,000. We're over 12 actually. Landing lights can come off. Runway turn off can come off. Alright, engines will set to flight. Wing lights can come off. Everything else stays the same. Turn the seatbelt signs off in a little bit. There we go. I think the night lighting is perfectly fine, honestly, but that's just me. And we're off to Baltimore. We're leaving Baltimore off to Buffalo. Right now it's saying time left is about 1 hour and 3 minutes. We haven't even hit cruising yet. All right. I really think the iFly Max is a great add-on for 2020 and 2024 when they do make it compatible. If it's not compatible already. I don't think it's compatible yet. Alright, jump back into the cockpit now. Go back. 18,000 feet now. There is our altimeter warning. Standby and standby. Does okay, cool. So the sets it the same. Now let's just run through our flight plan real quick. The legs. We will step through this together. Lindsay, Jerez, I think Beats, Micah. We'll go Valo. I think that's Ogse or Ogsy. Fort, possibly. Right. Ego. Those are some great airways. Come on, keep stepping. There we go. Now here's where it gets a little finicky. I'll see if I can adjust this real quick. Set Gi, maybe we'll go straight direct Corvu. We'll skip Gi. Go there, go there, go there, executes. Now it should be a little bit more straightforward. Yep, perfect. Okay, doink, doink. RTO brakes can come off. Doing this without ATC, like I said, I haven't done a live flight, whoa, in quite some time. I didn't want to kind of jump on ATC and do VATSIM, even though VATSIM networks were open. I just decided, nah, I'll wait for now. I might do it a little bit later, once I get a little more comfortable with it. I have no problem jumping into it, it's just, there's too many things to kind of control when you're streaming and doing a live flight. Kind of increase this back. Alright, so I guess we can do this. Got 23 now. Turn the passenger seatbelt signs off. Come back here and we will set our lighting. This is the coolest part right here. Cruise, both zones. That's not what I wanted. I was hoping it was going to be something different. But this is what the cruise lighting looks like. If we hit the meal and beverage service, we can hit both zones. That looks pretty cool. Turn those on. And what we'll actually do is we'll hit the night sleep to show you all what that looks like. And there we go. And now we're going back and forth. Anything between night sleep and then if meal and beverage service starts, we'll flip that back on. And that turns back on. I mean, the night lighting is unbelievable in the iFly. I have no problem flying this at night. We'll switch it back to the night sleep actually. There we go. Hit both zones. Hit both zones. There we go. One of the cool things is you can open up pretty much all these compartments. The only thing I have an issue is if I accidentally hit it, I don't know where the click spot is. See, I'm hitting too many things here. Just crawl over people real quick. Oh, it's up here. That's where that's at. Okay. Very cool. If you fly and you pick a window seat and you close your blinds, there's a special place in hell for you. I'm telling you. Don't fly in a window seat and then close your blinds the entire time, especially at night. We'll jump back up here though. Alright. Cruising right along. Give you a little bit more of a estimated time of arrival here. Got about 48 minutes left. Where the heck is my flight? There we go. I am on the Volanta network currently right now, seeing what ATC. I love the fact that New York is open. Looks like Cleveland Center is opened. Washington Center is opened. Jacksonville Center is open. Florida Center is open, and then Canada's open. I think this is going to be Montreal Center. A lot of different other ones. And then, of course, all those centers that are open in Boston is offline. I don't get it. They're usually always the ones that are online. Just, I mean, go figure. Needed a night off. Lots of people flying online tonight, though. Alright, let's go back here. Really need to set up a... Oh, that's that. I really don't need that, do I? No. Oh, we have traffic. I forgot to turn those on. That's what I forgot to do. Wix and traffic. The traffic should pop up right here. There he is. Alright, so we need to do, maybe we'll set up a better camera angle here. Let's actually go this way. Much better. So we'll control, do that. There we go. Very short flight though, Baltimore to Buffalo. Probably around the same time as Baltimore to Boston or Baltimore to Manchester. I'm hoping I pick up a flight to Manchester or Boston or even Providence. Currently on my schedule, what do we have? Alright, let's look at our schedule for right now. Alright, so we got Buffalo, back to Baltimore, and then we've got Cleveland. We do have Boston, we have Pittsburgh, and Greenville, Spartanburg, GSP. I don't think they have a scenery set ready yet for GSP. So we'll take a look at that and see if that's even available. I want to check it out. KGSP. Apparently they do. Is that from Aerosoft? Oh. Wait, do I own this? Vertical Sim did Greenville, Spartanburg? Oh, well. If I don't own it, I guess I will own it. Wow, $9. It blows my mind. It blows my mind to think, like, in P3D, we had scenery that cost like $25, $30 per airport. And then we get in the Microsoft Flight Simulator and everything's like $9. Vertical Sim does a great job too. But yeah, it's cool. I didn't actually know that we had that airport. I'll have to check that out. I know Greenville, Spartanburg is on the list. It's just altitude. Oh, we're getting ready for cruise. I just didn't realize that that airport was available. One, and two, the fact that everything is so cheap in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I think one of the big deals, well, it is cheap if you buy one or two airports, but there's a bunch of us that can't hold back on a good deal, so we buy a ton of them. Alright, so what we're going to do is we'll sit back a little bit and relax and enjoy the rest of this flight. I want to double check this. Let's get the range. Top of descent's coming up pretty soon as well. Like I said, it's a very short flight. We're at 35,000 feet this evening. I don't know why they wanted us to cruise at 29 originally. Another person that put their blind down. Let's fix that. I do really like the stream overlay that Volanta provides. There's the traffic off our left wing. But at least gives you all the information, detailed information, so I don't have to keep reminding you what we're doing. Currently the phase of flight is climbing, even though we are cruising. Figure that one out. I don't really understand that. Should definitely get rid of that. For now it works. It's actually a lot better than the other ones we had. I think it was Ben overlay or Bean overlay. And there's another flight streaming service that I don't even remember what it was. Let's see. I'll have to double check. Strange, it still says we're climbing. I think it's because of the turbulence. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a Volanta issue. I can double check it real quick, make sure we're not actually still climbing. Oh, we're definitely cruising. I finally figured out how to turn the cruiser off. I couldn't remember for the life of me how to turn capture cruiser off. So now that the cruiser is here, you still can't see it. Alright, so it looks like we've got just a little bit before we start the top of descent. I'm going to merely run
a test real quick on the chat box. See what happens. I want to see if it pops up actually on screen. Oh, it did pop up. That's cool. Nice. Alright, so that's actually working pretty well. Checking to see the I know there's a lot of VATSIM online right now, a lot of ATC, a lot of centers are open, but at the same time not much to write home about for VATSIM at the moment, at least not in the area we're flying. It's kind of crazy to see the lighting in this cabin. It's insane. Definitely. Oh, hold on a second. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the seat. Oh, I forgot. I can't. This is another thing. Southwest does not have first class. You know, they have this cabin modeled for iFly, but at the same time, you can close the curtains and reopen them. They don't have a first class cabin, of course, though. But when iFly hopefully introduces the single config, it was like a single cabin or a single config cabin. I can't remember. But the lighting is unbelievable. This is definitely, if you've flown Southwest, you know for a fact that the lighting is almost spot on, especially with the Max. PMDG, not so much. They need to work. I honestly think that PMDG needs to do an overhaul on their cabin. I mean, if iFly can do this, then PMDG can also do the same thing. I didn't realize what this is. Also didn't realize these stuck out so much. Oh wait, can you use the bathroom? Oh. Is that buggy or is it just me? Huh. I'll have to check the bathroom, the lab up front. Look at all the people not on this aircraft right now. I thought, this is a great seat to have, by the way. This one right here, what is this in? What are we in? This is, oh boy, figure out my controls. 16C. Look at all this legroom you get. You just have to man the emergency exits if you're gonna sit there. Yeah, the lav. I could have sworn you could open the door. The other thing, is this media player working? I'm afraid to click because there's like click spots in the cockpit too. Yeah, no, this doesn't work. Darn it to heck. Oh no. Oops. I could have sworn that... Huh. See, I'm afraid if I click something here, it'll do something in the cabin. Anyways, I could have... Oh, maybe it's a bug. I don't know. This is supposed to open. There's the lav. That's very strange. Well, anyways, alright, back to the cockpit real quick. I want to see what our top of descent looks like. It's coming up. Yeah, none of the doors are opening. Did I wonder if it's a bug. Could be a bug. Let's see something real quick. Stabilizer trim unlocked. Let's do this. Wait, do we have a actual bug going on right now? No? Things seems to be working fine. Oh! Am I connected to something? That would be really strange if I was, because now cockpit door won't open. This has to be a bug. Let's get the menu here real quick. Video works. It's pretty cool. Okay. So there's definitely something iffy. Oops. Because this is supposed to... Yeah, see, it's not... Whoa. All too low. Okay, so it's definitely unlocking. I have to look this up. Actually, I'm gonna look it up right now. Figure out iFly 737 Max MSFS 2020 lav doors not working. Let's see. Oh, they have a pre-release livery issues, aircraft systems, font and rear cargo doors. Somebody on Reddit wrote, nothing works on the iFly Max. Cabin problem. iFly, this is from October of 2024. Yep, so it might actually be a bug. Because those lavs actually do open. Oh. I think I accidentally just paused the game. Oh boy. That's why. I hit something. How to... Hang on a second. I gotta remember active pause. Oh no. Keyboard. Let's look. Active. Pause. Oh, it's Alt. Go back. Resume. Is this Alt? Wait, hold on a second. I paused. I don't know why I paused or how I paused. Bitch. Shift P. Shift P. Oh boy. Well, this is good. It seems as though oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Hold on here. Panel state. Not failures. It's not save and load. Ground support doors, A cars. Nope, that's not it. I wonder if I have pause on top. Oh, I'm an idiot. So we we should be unpaused now. Alt. Whoa. Okay. I'm the dumb one. I had pause at top of descent activated, and I wasn't supposed to. That was my own fault. So if I go here, oh, there we go. Everything seems to be working now. At least I think so. There we go. Okay. Here we go. That was my own dumb fault. And the labs do work. Yay! Now, if we go in here, close that, and then we're gonna lock it. I think. Wait, can't you lock it? I thought you could lock the stupid thing. What the heck? Because I think if you open it, the lighting in here changes. It does. Your safety is our priority. If you are being forced to travel against your will. Oh man, they got this stuff everywhere. I don't think you can flush the toilet. You can open that. Oh, you can. Hey, there you go. That's ridiculous. That's classic. I forgot you can flush the toilet in this thing. Alright, anyways, I want to know, I don't think you can actually lock it though. Close door immediately when not in use. Latch closed during taxi. But if I go here, out of curiosity, we're going to go up and over. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. That's okay. Looking forward to iFly's regular cabin for Southwest and not the 2-class configuration. Because in all reality, Southwest, they don't have first class. Alright, so top of descent is coming up. Let's just zoom up real quick. Alright, back out again. Okay, so we're about less than 20 nautical miles away. We're about 20 nautical miles away. I can't believe I had this stupid thing on pause. That's my own fault. Rookie mistake. Alright, so let's see where we're at here. Interesting. I wonder if this airway is just not applicable. So it's not an airway, is it? No, it's not. We're just going waypoint to waypoint. Okay, well that doesn't make any sense, but that's alright. Flights. Let's unfollow the flight, or maybe follow the flight. No, okay, well. Apparently Harrisburg Center is open. That's weird. Boston Center's still not open. What are all these people flying into Boston? And no ATC whatsoever. Memphis Center's open, that makes sense. Denver Center's open, that makes sense. Looks like Vancouver's always open, it feels. I guess this is the Eugene approach is open. If you want to fly to Eugene, Oregon. But anyways, okay, we're gonna bounce back and forth here. Keep an eye on this top of descent coming up. We'll kind of just walk through it. See what happens. Looks like we're still looking at the same runways. I want to double check the winds. But yeah, let's go here. Range down 10, so we can reduce. Let's go on the FMC. 6,000, 4,000, 4,000. I think it's actually 3,000. Let me double check the charts here. And it says actually 4,000 is the mark. Okay, so we'll go down to 4,000. Now the best part about Boeing, you set the altitude to where you want to go, and then it automatically will start descending. versus like say Airbus where you have to actually initiate it. Come on. Now, see, this is another one of those weird click spots for iFly. It's not scrolling fast enough. There we go. I'll set it for 3,000 just in case, because I did skip that one airway. Thingy. Alright, 10 nautical miles out from our top ascent. Look at the winds though. 285 at 118 right now. That's insane. Imagine that tailwind. Whew. That would be wild. I see that PMDG is going to be, I think the 777-200ER is in beta, which is good. Kind of definitely looking forward to that. Tired of, I mean the 300ER is great. It's great for long hauls. The 200ER though is very much widely used amongst the world. If I remember correctly, I think Singapore Airlines had a bunch of 200ERs. Could be wrong though. Oops. When I was in Kansas City, I saw a bunch of Singapore Airlines, and I think they were 200 ERs. They could have been 300. No, they're 200s because Eastern Airways they bought a bunch of them, and I think they're converting them to freighters. I know one of them at least is a freighter because I did photos for them. Seeing I got some traffic coming up off my, look like 12 o'clock right now. In the distance. Definitely far off enough. Nothing to worry about on that one. Alright, so we've got... Alright, top of the descent is been hit. And now the iFly this is where VNAV is a little funky. As you can see down here, is actually trying to catch up to the descent path, gaining speed. I don't know why it does that. Very odd. I mean, anything is really like decreasing, 3,000 feet per minute. And now here's the descent path is catching up. This little guy right here. And we're gonna level off now. Stacked up to 2,000 feet, probably 1,800 feet per minute. We're gonna reduce our speed. 270 knots is a little excessive. Alright, so now is a good time to double check the winds. Drag required. Well, I know. Working on it. Alright, we'll do flaps 30 and 141 knots on the final speed. Our anti-skid is on, and our brakes are going to be set to 3. Okay, so we have brakes set to 3. This is all set. 141 at flaps 30. We have a 111.30 on the ILS. 111.30. Okay. What did I hit wrong? 11130. Oh. The max is definitely interesting. Or maybe I just don't know how to fly it as well. Let's say PMDG. Alright, since we're doing that, let's go back in the cabin here. Oh, all the lav doors are open because I opened them by accident. There we go. Let's open this up. We'll do meal and beverage real quick. Just open it up so we can pick up some trash. Walk down the aisles here. Man, it's taking a while to walk. Kind of like an X-Plane where they had this, you can hit shift and then U, I think, or shift and a letter, and you can like kind of zoom through the cabin. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Here's the non-existent first class cabin on Southwest. This needs to be fixed. Come on. Livery makers, you can do better than this. It's so like digitized and grainy. Now, I don't think, unless this does work. I know I was on pause. But does this actually work? No, none of this stuff works. Great. Because I think you can control it up here as well. Alright. Alright, we're just picking up our trash. Any trash? Nope, no one's on board. So I think it's cool you can close the curtain. And PMDG did that as well. So we'll leave that on. 29,000 feet. Looks good. Back out there again. That's what it looks like with the meal service lighting is on. I just want to check the overhead bin, make sure there's nothing up there. It's pretty cool. I mean, they did a great job on this cabin. And I'll remember now that the click spot is actually right there. I think another cool feature, of course, they've been adding this to a lot of the aircraft lately, is the interactive non-smoking and fasten seatbelt signs. So if I went up here, since we're descending anyways, turn these on. And then we'll jump back here again. See, I keep picking the wrong one to do. And you can see, before there was no fasten seatbelt sign on, now it's on. I thought these would be kind of cool if they were interactive, but they really aren't. Go up here. There we go. And swing on over. Looks good. We'll leave those lights on probably until we get to the landing phase of the flight. I'm trying to think about aircraft that are coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator that I'm excited about. I know the Piaggio was just released by Flight FX, and I honestly cannot wait for their Cessna 750, their Bombardier 350. Those business jets are going to be amazing. We need a really good business jet in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We have some small ones like the Vision Jet. We have Learjet, the 35 Alpha. We have, what else do we have? A Honda Jet. The Honda Jet's okay. It's not too bad. But I'm really looking for, really hoping we get a good business jet. I mean, if you really want to, technically PMDG has the Boeing business jet, but other than that, yeah, it's the, we really missing out on that one. And very, very excited to hear Flight FX is doing the ERJ 145. That seems pretty exciting to me. I personally think we need a short range, besides the CRJ, we need a short range regional airliner in the sim. Be great for short hops. Probably around the same time as this flight is, but alright, let's see. Yeah, looking good. If anyone's wondering how I get my schedules, I'm part of a couple different virtual airlines, but I am also part of a pilot's life, which is a different app. If you know what it is, then you don't have to listen, but if you don't know what it is, pretty much a pilot's life simulates, I want to say, slightly real world operations of an airline. You pretty much, you apply to different airlines, they either hire you or they don't, and then you can do your bidding on your schedules. Don't know if that's accurate in real life either, so. But regardless, it's a good program. I think next stream, I'll pull it up and kind of show you guys what it's all about. We're looking like we're at 23,000 feet now. Still descending. We're going to be going down to 3,000. We're skipping that one that one waypoint. And we're just going to go straight into Buffalo. Buffalo's got one of those weird ones. I don't think there's any SIDS for Buffalo either. Could be wrong. Let's see if Buffalo actually has SIDS. They have the Buffalo 8 departure. Okay, so they do technically have one SID. Alright, should be on the ground here in less than 20 minutes. Current temperature in Buffalo. Let's see. /, oh boy. Okay. Get the METAR. METAR. Oops. METAR. KBUF. Let's see what our report is. Yeah, 28. That's going to be fun to fly in. Okay. So the winds are from the west, 280 at 17, gusting to 28, almost 30 knots. Visibility is about 10. Temperature is -10 Celsius. Dew point -17 Celsius. Altimeter is 30.05. Few clouds at 2,800 feet. Few clouds at 5,000 feet. Reported AGL. Flight rules right now are VFR. Alright, so it's not too bad. The gusting winds can be a little nervous. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but so far, clouds at 2,800 feet and 5,000 feet. Remember, our altimeter is 30.05. We'll be switching that over from the standard in a second here, about 19,000 feet. And gusting, winds were gusting at Buffalo 2.8. It's from the west. I mean, it's going to be interesting landing on that runway, but I don't think Buffalo has many options for runways. Let's go back to the airport map. I guess you can land on 3.2, but that's only 7,161 feet. Runway 23 is the longest. What's our gate tonight, actually? Let's see. Our gates in Buffalo, it says 16. Arrival gate is 16. Okay, so that makes sense. Everything else besides that looks good. This is completely set incorrectly, so that's awesome. Sorry about that. Think back. They probably felt that pressurization. Look at the panel brightlets. Alright, so when we land in Buffalo, we'll be taxiing to gate 16. I think 16 I'll look at my chart here. I can't even see it. I wish the chart's parking info. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's alright. Okay, 16 is... That's kind of like to the left. I thought those were United gates for a second. They're not. Anyways. Alright, so now that beverage service is all cleared up, we're going to go back here. We'll turn this on. Let's get the lighting changed. We'll go to cruise. Actually, no, we'll do night sleep. Just kidding. There we go. Much better. It's see, boarding and deplaning, sunrise, sunset. This is what sunrise, sunset looks like apparently. Wow, wow, looks nice. And this is the meal and beverage service. Well, roughly the same. Night sleep. Yeah, that's a pretty cool transition there. I think takeoff and landing is right here. That's not, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Very cool. Alright, back into the cockpit we go. Oh, we are past the transitional altitude. What we can do is we can set this right now. 3035. That's right there. That looks good. Turn that off. And there we go. Alright, so we're pretty much all set for the arrival into Buffalo. We'll be making it right here after Beanie. Okay, should be our last turn. We'll be joining the Corvu at 6,000. And I think it's a little finicky right here on the left-hand turn. Flaps will be have to pull flaps down pretty quick. Okay, so should be Buffalo out here in the distance. Alright, should be on the ground here shortly. At 14,000 feet. About 16 minutes left till touchdown. There's Buffalo. The light pollution in Microsoft Flight Simulator looks really good. Way better than it's probably ever done in any simulator. At least I think so. That's my personal opinion, but zoom back out. Looks like everything else is all set, ready to go. We have our landing speeds checked. I think that's good. Yep, 141 on the reference. We'll get the auto brakes set. We'll set this in a second. Speed brakes set. Looking good thus far though. Not much to see out here in Baltimore. I know nighttime flying is not always the greatest. I try to fly actual times. So if I'm coming home from work and I'm doing a stream at night, I'm gonna try to keep it to the most realistic setting as possible. But there are gonna be times where I'll just switch it and be like, yeah, we're gonna fly during the day. I always fly with live weather. I think it's a thing. there's like the historical weather that you can like look at and kind of determine if you want to fly with, you know, a huge nor'easter coming into New England or a hurricane coming into Florida. But I've honestly never done that. I like to have weather happen when it actually happens in real life. I should see what our 12,000 feet right now. Landing lights will come on in a second here once we hit 10,000. I don't think that's Buffalo, but it could be. Actually, I think it might be right about there. Alright, so once we hit 10,000 feet, we'll turn the landing lights on. We'll shift everything back to the cabin lighting to the landing phase. And I think we're all set here in the cockpit. Nothing else to really set. Now there's a program, I don't remember what it's called, but it's where the program you can buy that has like a first officer that sits with you, and they run through the checklist. And I think it's geared towards Ryanair. I'm trying to remember. Oh, is it a pilot? No, Pilot's Life is the program I'm running right now. It's something else. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I've heard that it's really good. Okay, so almost at 10,000. Once we hit below 10,000, light and leaning lights will come on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Buffalo right there. We're coming around here. I think it's Buffalo. Could be completely wrong. Alright, so increase that a little bit. There's a trim being activated. The reflections in the cockpit windows are amazing too. I don't think, if you move a little bit, they disappear, depending on your field of view. Alright, under 10,000 feet, we'll get the landing lights on. When we turn off lights are on, the engine starts can go to continuous, and the wing lights can come on. We'll jump in the back of the cabin now, and we will go and switch this lighting to takeoff and landing. Turn the work zones off. Medium white. Nope, we want medium white still on. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, looks good. Wing flex on the iFly Max is really, really good too. Wish PMDG could get that right, or at least kind of get it a little bit better. I don't know what I'll do. I don't think I'll be streaming every single night. I'm going to try to do once a week at least and stream. Maybe do a weekend, and or maybe twice a week, a weekday and a weekend, or maybe just once a week. I really don't know. This is more of like a hobby. It's a really expensive hobby, but it also is very much enjoyable. Flight simulation is one of those things where I can come home and just unwind, kick back, and just fly. And working in the aviation industry myself, you know, I work on different components of aircraft, but I never really pursued flying as a career. But I will say I've learned a lot through flight simulation. Let's check the back here, see what this looks. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Left-hand turn here. I guess they could fix the lighting a little bit, but 7,000 feet now. I think Corvo was supposed to be at 6,000, but that's alright. Alright. A little low, excuse me, a little high here. Alright, Buffalo is going to be right there, I think. Yeah, I think that's it right there. Alright. So, let's just double check everything real quick. The winds are from the west. And I want to think. I think the METAR is still saying the same thing. Yeah, 28. This is 34 minutes ago. Let's just update this real quick. See if there's any changes. KBUF. All right, double check. We got. Yep, gusting. Winds are gusting at 28 to 30 knots roughly right now. Gonna make for an interesting landing. All right, so let's double check this. Everything looks good. 240 on the speed. Let's make our left-hand turn here into Buffalo onto the ILS. Should have a little indicator pop up. I think the next time maybe I do a stream, I'll test it out a little bit before I do it, but I might go on VATSIM and fly somewhere. Now we're slowing down here, 210 knots roughly on the speed tape. We're making our left here slightly. Don't know what this airport is right outside of Buffalo. Smaller GA. There's our runway. We have the airport in sight. It is technically VFR conditions, but with the winds gusting at 28 knots, it's going to be a crosswind landing for sure. Landing on 2-3. So let's figure out how nasty these crosswinds are going to be. There's iFly doing a little. It's acting up a little bit on the speed. That's all right. Okay, use that range. We are set in the back of the cabin. We are in the landing phase and the lighting, I think. Yeah, looks good. Once we make this turn, we'll swap back into the cockpit. All right. Should be turning any moment now. Any moment. There we go. Okay. There's the traffic on the ground. That's pretty cool. Seeing the road traffic in Microsoft Flight Simulator is also really cool. And now it's gone, but it was there though. Back in here, there's the runway. We have the runway in sight. There's the winds, 39 knots from the west. Slight crosswind landing here, just slight. Gonna coast in. I think we're going to go down to 3,000. We'll reduce our flaps here in a second. We haven't had an indicator yet on the. I want to make sure this is right. This is typed in correctly. 111.30. Oh, it's not. 11130. Good thing I double checked this. There we go. And there's the diamond. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely in a crosswind landing. That runway, if there was no crosswind, should be lined up almost center to the cockpit. Hit the 3,000 mark, and once we do that, we will set the approach. Picking up speed, nose is going up slightly. I hope this thing doesn't bug out when I'm trying to land. Diamond's coming down. We will initiate the approach phase. Cruise error. Huh, I've never seen that error before. Let's reduce our flaps. Let's change our speeds to 141. There we go. Let's get drop flaps down another to 10. Alright, about 2,500 now. We can bring the landing gear down. Flaps 15. See if we can butter this on this crosswind. Crosswind of 36 miles an hour. Flaps down 25. That trim is really doing its work. God for auto trim. And flaps down 30. Pitch it up real high. Let's see what this side looks like. Snow-covered Buffalo. That's strange. Snow in Buffalo during this time of year? Really odd. Look at that wing flex. That's pretty cool. More traffic down below. Back to the front. And yep, if we go outside just to cheat. Let's see how much of a crosswind landing this is actually going to be. Alright, this is it. Last bit here. Alright, so everything's set, looks good. Arm the spoilers. Excuse me, the speed brakes. Autopilot's off. Auto throttle is off. A bit of a bumpy ride down. Sorry for the folks in the back. Oop, there we go. Bring it in, nice. Come on. Some of that crosswind.
100.
100 feet checked. Continue. Whoa, yep.
50. 30. 10.
Float it in. Float it in. Oh boy. And touchdown. Reversers. Whoa. That was rough. Not my best landing. Forgot the rotors. There we go. Whew. That was fun. Almost skidded off the runway there. Spoilers are up. Landing lights are off. Runway turn-offs off. Slow down here. APU is on. Get GSX going. Alright, 21 gates if possible. We're going to 16 tonight. Yeah, guys, come on, dude. Get... Ridiculous. Alright, strobe. Wings can come off. Strobes can go down to steady. APU is rising. That's good. Not on the center line, that's not good. Alright, well, welcome to Buffalo. Current local time is 8:38 p.m. Almost time for bed. That was a little bit of a rough landing, I will take it, but you know, with the crosswinds we were definitely struggling there. Other than that, welcome to Buffalo. I'll be parking here at gate 16. I think if I'm correct, 16 is going to be over here. Or maybe not. There's 15. Oh, there's 16. This is 16. Here we go. Alright, taxi light can come off as we pull into the gate here. JSX is going to guide me in. And I forgot to turn the RTO auto brakes off, but that's okay. Alright. Over to the right, there we go. Alright, there we go. Set the parking brake. APU is now on. APU bleed is on. I will find the dome light sooner or later. I don't know where the heck it's at. That's alright though. Let's turn on the... There we go. Boarding and deboarding. Turn that on. White bright, working on. There we go. Turn that off. And we will shut the engines down. Doink, doink. I know. I'll remember to submit my flight. Thank you. Yes. Comes the jetway. I hope it doesn't bug out too. And all right, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Buffalo scenery overall is pretty good. Won't complain about it. And go here. Landing rate was it's only 119, so that's not actually too bad. Clear that out, close that out, close that out, close this out. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. We'll go back in and turn off the anti-collision lights. Turn the wheel well lights on. We're going to do some maintenance this evening. And let's do request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
I hope the jetway doesn't move. We're about to find out. Alright, jetway didn't move. That's perfect. Doors are opening on their own.
Passengers deboarding starting.
I forgot to put the chocks on. I always do that. Ground support. Alright, sets. Chocks are back on? Chocks are on, cool. Looks good though. Alright, not too bad, not too shabby. Alright, well, like I said, welcome to Baltimore. Thank you all for viewing. If you came in and viewed the stream, if you didn't, and if you missed some of it, you're more than welcome to watch it on the channel. I don't know when I'm going to do another stream. I might do one tomorrow, I might not, depending on how tired I am. But thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you'd like to follow and see more of these flights. We're just deboarding here in Buffalo. Flew up from Baltimore to the next flight will probably be Southwest again. If you guys want to see a different airline or a different aircraft, you know, let me know. Drop some comments and see where I want to fly to next. I'd like to always leave from where I depart. So if it's American, I might fly American out of here. If it's Southwest, we're taking Southwest out of here. But regardless, I tend to like to fly where I left. I don't like to jump seat too much. But here we are in Buffalo, and it's cold, just like the Northeast is right now. And I appreciate everyone watching.